So hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you three new nodes which are very commonly used in C language as well and commonly used on SmowCode as well. And these three are the continue, break and the comment node. And as you can see, I've already created a very simple flow. Let's go through our flow and I'll explain you how it works. So we have the onStart node and we have the set value node. So we have initialized a variable var which is equal to 1, and then we have started a while loop whose condition is always true. So if not broken from the while loop, it's gonna run forever. It's gonna be an infinite loop. And inside the while loop we have an if statement. In the if block of the if statement, we have displayed a display on our serial monitor called entered the continue part. What this means is we'll see in just a moment. It's connected to another set value which changes our value for var, which we initialize to 1 to 0. And after that, this is a new node called continue node. So if you see the condition for our if block, it's gonna be true if var is equal to 1, which is initially. So it's gonna enter the upper flow, which is gonna display the enter the continue part on our serial monitor, then initialize var to 0, and then that's the continue block. So what the continue block does is basically it is gonna tell the flow that anything below it doesn't matter. It should go to the next iteration of the loop. This is very similar to what it does in C language as well. It tells the loop to ignore anything, the program to ignore anything that's below the continue statement and go to the next iteration. So this is super useful if we want to straight away go to the next iteration for a specific condition, which in our case, if var is 1, it's just going to display this, set var to 0. If anything is after this connected to the continue, that's not going to execute. So we are straight away connected to the loop end. And in the else condition, we have our second new node, which is the break statement. What a break statement does is if it's gonna enter the else part, it's just gonna break from the loop. It's gonna get out of the loop, and that's useful as if the break statement wasn't there, this would execute forever, and break is just gonna straight away take it to the loop end and the loop is gonna terminate. So how this code is going to look like, it's going to enter the if part and then var becomes 0, and in the next iteration, when the continue tells the loop to go to the next iteration, and when we go to the next iteration, var is 0, so this condition is no more true and it's going to break out from the loop. So this is going to be displayed once on our serial monitor. Let's also display that it enters the break part as well, so that we are more clear on how this is working. So as we have displayed entered the continue part, we'll just display entered the break part and connected this to our break statement. And this here is our comment node. This can be used anywhere on your canvas. It can be connected to any node if you want. It can just be as a caption or something which helps you understand about the program. And I have just written how this program is going to execute, and as you can see, loop will run once and then break. That's basically what the program is doing. And if another person is going to view my program looking at the comment node, he should understand what's happening in the code or what the code does. This can also be used in parts of the code which seem very confusing to a third person, and commenting is a very important part as there is so much code out there and not everyone codes in the same way. So it's very important to comment your code so that a third person understand what's happening in it and how you have implemented it to make it easier for them. So that's what the comment node does. So let's upload this code to our ESP32 and let's see the output. Let's just retry. I don't know why this failed, but it may be a loose connection. Let's retry flashing it to our ESP32. So the flashing is successful, and now let's go to our serial monitor and see the output. I've used the on start node, so let's just restart our ESP32. And as you can see, it enters the continue part and then enters the break part and then breaks out from the loop, and the program stops and the loop stops as loop terminates. So this is how you use continue and break using SmowCode, and it's super simple and they are very useful if you want to break out from a loop or continue the next iteration of the loop in a specific condition.